Morning burrito. I feel like the Michelin Man out here. All bundled up. All right. Let's hope the Mamiya doesn't freeze in minus 11 degree temperatures. But we'll start by loading up a roll of gold.
Is it on?
Yes. Oh. Good morning from a very warm Jackson, Wyoming. Minus 11. I'm with my longtime best friend, Cooper Branham. And he's showing me the ropes out here today in the backcountry of Jackson. I'm gonna be following along with a professional snowboarder, and we're gonna see how him and his crew operate out here, building some jumps, hitting some big jumps, and we're gonna be shooting a little bit on the Mamiya, trying to get some cool photos. So should be a rad day. What the fuck? How do you do that? Okay, we have made it out to the jump zone, and Cooper and crew has a little bit of work to do on the jump before they're able to hit it. But this area out here is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. Just a complete oasis way out in the middle of the mountains in Wyoming. I get why this is such an addicting sport.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How much shoveling do you gotta do?
We're just gonna get it down to the crest, whatever the hard pack is.
Yeah.
So for this case, it's like, you can see the in-run, and just smooth it out if possible. It's not gonna take a lot of work, just probably the upper section.
Yeah. So there's no real specific goal in mind for me today. Pretty much just brought my Mamiya 7ii out here. Tons of rolls of Kodak Gold 200. And I'm just gonna be shooting and watching these guys hit this 80-foot jump. So we'll have to kind of walk around scope out some angles, see what looks cool. You know, with something like this, you want to try to make the jump look as big as possible. So we'll have to figure out which vantage point I need to shoot at and all that jazz. But I'm gonna bring my backpack down there and we'll start kind of seeing how things are going. The rest of the boys. Mr. Cam Fitzpatrick. Followed by Mr. Yuki Kadono. Yuki! You'll probably want me to hit it first just to make sure it's all good.
Please test
Yeah.
the stage first.
Yeah, no problem. So we just snowmobiled about 10 miles out into the backcountry, and there's like 3 different crews out here. There's the guys I'm with, ski crew right to the jump next to us, and then another ski crew to jump past that. It's kind of wild that you can just mob all the way out in the middle of nowhere, and it's a little hub for all these athletes to come and hit these jumps. I am very curious to see how the Mamiya fares in negative temperatures. Luckily, since we're in Wyoming and it's freezing cold, the snow that's falling is pretty dry. You're not getting that wet coastal snow. So all the snow that is falling and landing on the camera and stuff is kind of just like dust, and it can blow off pretty easily, and it might fall on the lens, but it doesn't make the lens wet or anything, which is ideal. But I am a little concerned about the cold temperatures because I've had my Pentax 672 break because I brought it out into freezing temperatures before. So far so good. I've shot half a roll, and shutter is still firing, the light meter is still working, so hopefully it stays like that for the rest of the day. But yeah, these guys are just kind of doing the final touches on the run up for this jump, getting everything dialed in. It's a lot of work. Sometimes they'll come out here for a full day just making the road to get out here on the snowmobiles, and then another full day of building the jump, and another full day of hitting it and filming and landing the tricks and getting the shots they want to get. So it's quite the process. It's not just easy peasy, come out here and get the stuff done that you want to get done. Of course, just as I say, the Mamiya is holding up well so far. I just tried to fire a frame off and nothing happened. And I think it's an issue with the just freezing temperatures in the battery. Kind of just not faring well in these freezing temps. I've noticed that when I turn the camera off, leave it off for a little bit and then turn it back on, then it boots back up. So that might be the move for today, is just kind of having to turn the camera off, turning it back on. I do have an extra battery with me if we need to pop that in there, but we'll try to roll with the one we got in the camera for as long as we can. And yeah, hopefully it doesn't brick up on me, because I definitely want to try to get some photos of these guys once they start hitting the jump. How's it going?
Late battle.
Yeah, not the best conditions to load up new rolls, but we're gonna have to make do. Okay, a lot of snow in the Mamiya. Don't love it, but that's just how it goes. The light is not great. Pretty overcast, very flat. It's hard to see the contours in the snow. And yeah, I'm just not gonna get that really nice contrast between the rider and like a blue sky, for example, but hopefully it's still somewhat decent. Pretty much set up to shoot this. They're up top, just getting ready. And yeah, I'm just really hoping that the Mamiya can hold up and continues to fire. It's definitely struggling right now, but got the Sony on the tripod to get some video, and yeah, hopefully we just, I'll literally be content with like a couple good photos.
I don't want to do it.
A lot of work to do.
That's what I'm saying. No, well, after contest.
Yeah, you should be in bed.
I know.
Well, I got two unfortunate pieces of news. The Mamiya is perma-frozen. It has completely stopped working. And the fire did not start. So, we have no fire and no operational Mamiya anymore, which is very not good. I'm gonna try put a new fresh battery in it, but I highly doubt that's gonna make a difference. I think it'll just end up freezing again anyway. So now I don't really know what the hell to do. Well, I hope you guys are ready to witness some grade A dumbassery as I go to replace the battery in the Mamiya. I unscrew the cap on the bottom of the camera, put the fresh battery into place, and as I'm doing that, I drop the battery cap in the snow. Oh shit. I'm fumbling around in the snow trying to find it. Eventually, luckily, I do find it. Oh, I found it. But in the process, I flip the camera right side up.
Oh shit, no, the battery. Oh fuck.
So then the battery falls out of the compartment into the snow, and I almost lose the battery as well.
I'm so stupid. Fuck.
Luckily, I found the battery, found the cap, got everything in place, got it situated, but that easily could have ended very badly had I lost the cap in the snow.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I didn't even mean to shoot a photo, but it took. All right, so new battery is working for now, and they're about ready to hit this, so hopefully I can at least get one shot off before everything dies and freezes again. Jesus. Oh. All right, the jump's been hit 5, 6, 7 times now or so. And yeah, it's crazy. They're going pretty big. Been shooting everything on the 43mm lens on the Mamiya. The light is pretty sweet right now. The sun is poking out through some thin cloud coverage and creating some really sweet backlighting. So hopefully my exposures are good. Shooting everything right now at either f11 or f16 at 1/500th of a second. I'm just kind of bouncing in between f11 and 16 depending on how strong the sun's poking through. But yeah, guys are going pretty big, so hopefully someone can stick a landing.
Cam drop, cam drop.
Yoo-hoo! Yeah, Cam!
Alright boys, lights are good. Yuki dropping 10.
Copy. Yeah. You.
I think Cooper is gonna hit this again right now. I'm gonna stay in this position, try to get a shot of him lacing a trick, hopefully. I got one roll or one shot left on this roll. But yeah, the fresh battery in the Mamiya seemed to be working. I think my other battery was just pretty low. I hadn't changed it in a long time anyway, so everything seems to be working good so far, but we won't know for sure until we see the images. But yeah, Yuki just laced his trick, and I think I got a solid image of that, so hopefully that turned out. But yeah, this is pretty epic. We are just chilling way out in the backcountry with the Mamiya, taking some images, having a good time. So I'm shooting on the 43 mil on the, I cannot say Mamiya when my lips are fucking frozen. Holy shit. But I'm shooting on the 43 mil on the Mamiya, widest lens I have and widest lens they make for this camera, because, you know, I'm just trying to make the scene look as big as possible. I'm trying to make the airs look as big as possible. And the 65 mil, you know, it'd still work, but I just think for this you gotta shoot, you know, super wide. Well, you don't have to, but you just can't go wrong with shooting super wide.
Coop drop, coop drop.
By far the most difficult thing about shooting on the Mamiya right now is the fact that I only have one frame to shoot while these guys are in the air. You know, I'm not shooting on my Nikon F6 or a Canon EOS 1 or something that's got a burst rate on it. You know, you got to shoot, wind, and just not gonna happen twice while they're in the air. So I got to try to time it perfectly where they're at kind of the apex of their trick, and I'm able to get the shot off. And I don't know if I'm nailing it, to be honest. I think on a couple is pretty decent, but yeah, it's kind of difficult to tell exactly when I should be taking the photo. So a lot of these, it might not be the most ideal point in the air for these athletes. You know, that's part of the fun of shooting on medium format film, I guess. So every shot has pretty much been from the same angle, and I'm gonna try to find something a little bit new. I'm thinking kind of right in between these trees here might be kind of cool. With the 43 mil, shooting it vertically, I can get the base of this tree in the shot. And then, you know, I'm just kind of hoping that when they come off the jump, they're in a good position where I can isolate them with the white sky in the background.
And camera up top. When Coop's ready, we'll wait for hopefully a little better window. Okay, cool. Everyone ready?
I'm good.
Cam dropping 10. Copy 10. Drop, cam drop.
All right, so Cooper and Wyndham, aka Dart, they're coming back up to the top now. They're gonna drop it again, and I'm gonna mess around with a video and photo angle that's a little bit lower here. You can see there's this kind of wind berm right here, which I think might look really cool in the foreground. And then of course this tree right here is pretty sweet too, but I'm just gonna get real low. So you won't even really be able to see the jump itself, but you'll be able to see them in the air. And yeah, hopefully this frame ends up looking pretty cool. The light right now is pretty good. It's been in and out all day. We're getting pockets of sun. Then we're getting some real whiteout conditions. So it's just kind of a mixed bag, but trying to make the most of it and work with the conditions that we got right now. So I'm gonna try to get framed up here, set up a shot that might be kind of interesting. This is so risky, just shooting everything on the Mamiya 7. You know, obviously if this was like a professional gig or something, I'd probably wouldn't even be shooting film, or I'd have a Nikon F6 or something that is a little bit more capable. But you know, since I'm just out with Cooper today and we're just kind of having fun, nothing too serious. You know, I told him I wanted to mess around with shooting on some film and he was down. So that's what we're doing, and we might come out with nothing. That's just the name of the game, but hopefully we come out with at least one or two. All these guys are kind of worked right now. They've been slamming pretty hard, so see how many more they got in the bag.
Coop, drop, Coop, drop. Okay, yeah, let's run it before it gets worse. Yeah, I'm 100. Alright, drop it.
Oh my god!
I didn't feel too good on that one. I think I caught him at a bad time in the air. Well, the good news is I think I caught him in a good part of his rotation, but the bad news is he didn't land the trick, so not gonna really matter at the end of the day. All right. The hike up to the top begins. My lips are destroyed, by the way. I forgot to put chapstick on. I always do. And they do not feel good. Even just hiking a very small amount is very tiring with this much shit and at this elevation. Cooper's wrecked. He's calling it a day, but he's gonna be nice enough to lap me up to the top of this hill for a little pal run.
Everybody needs a pal run.
So we'll see how old Brae does. I might just fuck around and hit the jump, show these guys how it's done, but just don't go too close, that could be slidey. Yeah. Right on the ridge and then come down through like. Okay. Alright. Watch today, right down. Okay. Make sure you just don't have any ice on your board. You're going really close. Time for a little solo POW run. Oh my fucking god. Bro. That's like crack. guy. What do they call this thing?
Muff pot, picnicker. Yeah, I prefer muff pot.
And then you got warm food on the mountain. Wow, that is incredible. Man, that's dope.
Sometimes when you're really riding hard, it's so hot you can eat it.
Hey everyone, apologize for the interruption. I just want to take a quick moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, Squarespace. Squarespace is much more than just a website building platform. You can use it to build a business, sell products, manage inventory, or host an online portfolio. One of my favorite aspects about Squarespace is that because of its extremely intuitive interface and wide selection of creative templates, you can have a professional website up and running in virtually no time, with zero coding required. There's also a new design intelligence feature that helps you get started with the creation of a new website, even if you're not super design savvy. Just punch in some basic info, select what features you'd like on your site, a color palette, and Squarespace will build a quick website that you can further customize to fit your needs. Maybe you're a photographer looking to get new inquiries and increase bookings. Clients can schedule a session directly on your site. Maybe you have a blog and want to offer additional content to community members. Squarespace offers memberships for those creating exclusive content. There's so many features that make Squarespace the one-stop shop for those looking to create or expand their business. If you'd like to receive 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain, head over to squarespace.com/Brae or use code Brae at checkout to do so. Good morning from Jackson Hole Mountain Resort. Cooper is bringing me along for another day of dying. Feeling pretty wrecked after yesterday, and I didn't even really do anything, so that's pretty good. But I am bringing this guy up on the mountain today. Cooper's Fuji x100vi. And yeah, I figured I'd give myself a break with the Mamiya and just cruise around with this small little camera that's perfectly capable. And just shoot some photos for fun, mess around. We might do some hiking. I don't really know what Cooper's got in store for us today, but I'm sure it's going to be something very exciting. So let's hit the mountain yet again. Wow. 15? Oh, nice and warm. On the agenda, Cooper has us hiking Cody Peak all the way out there, which we should be able to get some good turns in the bowl. So let the journey begin.
Elevation?
Yeah, started to feel it today.
Yeah.
The breaths are short.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Jesus.
This side, the water flows out all the way to the Pacific. This side, later. All the crazy locals call this exposure therapy.
It is exposure therapy. Oh wow.
It's like a 3,500 foot snowboard.
The beginning section of this hike was one of the scariest things I've ever done, to be honest. Cooper's mobbed up it like it was nothing. It's crazy. But it felt good to do it. I was about to turn around, but decided to keep going, and I'm glad that I did, because this is looking like it's gonna be sick. Let me get a photo. Seems like a good spot for a photo. Let me get a photo. Yeah, Cooper standing on the edge here with these peaks in the background looks pretty sick. That's sick. That's the drop-in section. Very windy, but very beautiful. It was a pretty good morning when we got out, but now it's a little windy. The storm's coming in. Cloudy, a little windy, but it's still a good time. Busting out the Fuji again for a couple photos up here, and then we're gonna drop in.
Not worried about this like sliding over.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna, I think, jump in right here and just do a little toe side turn.
I think I'd rather go first, and I'm gonna set the track, and you can.
Okay.
I'll wait for you there.
Wow, what an ordeal! Didn't really expect to get into this today. Cooper is hiking up this. He's gonna drop in this little zone here. I'm gonna get the Fuji out, get a photo of him. Light's pretty good right now. That looks sick, so I'm gonna start getting some shots. Sounds good, I'm ready.
Okay, I think we're in a good window right now.
Sounds good, I'm ready. Yeah, buddy. Okay, my turn.
Probably keep moving.
Okay. Shit really changed up. Damn. It's a nice little rock. Absolutely smoked a rock. Not too bad.
Pretty big.
Slid out a bit, but
Wow. That was dope.
thanks for watching this kind of behind the scenes video of my trip to Jackson. I'll catch y'all very soon. Peace.